Hello, my name is Gus Saris and I want to welcome you to Economy Dentures. I'm actually the General Counsel from Affinity Law Firm for Economy Dentures. And my job today is for one, to welcome you, and second of all, to tell you a little bit about what it is that you're signing. Dr. Plate has entrusted me with this duty to tell you about what we do, how we do it well, and how we continue to promote our business. First of all, there's three things that Economy Dentures does, and does very well. Obviously, we make dentures. We repair dentures, and we do teeth extractions. By doing these three things and sticking to our core practice, we've developed processes, we've developed important information of how we advertise, what we actually do, and how we get a patient from seeing our advertisement all the way through our entire system at very economical prices for them, still keeping the highest level of professionalism and patient experience, and still are able to provide competitive salaries like the one that you're about to enjoy. This process has been developed over many years through Dr. Plate's hard work, his efforts, and many other team members who have put together a strategy on being able to provide the highest quality care at very reasonable prices. So let's talk a little bit about our non-compete today and why we're asking you to sign it. First of all, since we have such a narrow field of dentistry and that most dentists don't even compete in this field, we're asking you today not to become one of our competitors tomorrow. If you choose to leave from the time that you leave for 2 years, we're going to ask that you do not compete in the denture industry for 75 miles in any practice, including your own, that's 80% or more dentures. Although this seems very simple, we want to make sure that you actually understand why we're doing this. First of all, the 75 miles was derived from the fact that many of our patients will drive up to 75 miles to have their dentures here because of our price and the patient experience. The 2 years gives us time to replace you if you leave, which obviously we don't want you to. You're our newest staff member, newest member of the team, and we want you to stay here for a very long time and it to be profitable for both of us. Now, say that you do decide to leave. Who can you work for? Does this mean that you can't work or that we're punishing you? No, of course not. Dr. Plate wants you to be able to work. You can work wherever you want. You can work in cosmetic dentistry, in children's dentistry. You can work with braces, bonding, whitening, Invisalign, any of those fields that aren't 80% or more dentists. Now, whether it's your practice or somebody else's practice or you're a manager, you cannot work in a field that's 80% or more dentures. Now, when you sign this, what does this actually mean? First of all, it means that you're eligible for employment and you will be our newest team member. It's going to bind you to not competing and not disclosing our trade secrets, which is what Dr. Plate has worked so hard to achieve. Should you actually go out and decide that you're going to compete, obviously we'd not like to see that happen, but a judge could actually view the tape you're watching right now and understand that this has been explained to you, that we're not keeping you or punishing you, we're just merely protecting our trade secrets, and it's necessary for us to be able to conduct business. It would also show that you've acknowledged that you've seen this video. You could be brought in for an injunction or fines, or just have to appear in court, all of which neither of us want. We're designing this video today to welcome you, tell you a little bit about why we're asking you to sign these papers, and the papers are pretty straightforward. However, if you don't understand them, you certainly can ask the HR person who showed you the video to explain those to you, to lay out any more details, or you can even take them to your own attorney. You do not have to sign them today, but you do have to sign them before you begin work. Dr. Plate has worked very hard and is very proud of his team here. And as his newest full-time dentist, you should feel privileged to be part of this team and proud to be part of the team. He takes pride in his team and has used some of the best practices to get to the size he is to be able to offer you a competitive salary and provide the best dental care and dentures to our patients. I want to thank you at this point in time and remind you, if you have any questions, please make sure you clear those up before you sign the documents. And I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to me today, and you have yourself a great day. Thanks again.